For those of you about to leave middle school and go to high school, and for those of you about to leave high school and go to college. In high school, I was the only Pentecostal in my high school. And because of that, people always asked questions. They always looked at me and said, why do you wear pants? Why is there a Bible always in your book bag? Why do women, I'm not sufficient enough to answer the questions about our females. Pentecostal women, you have a blessing that goes beyond compare. And they asked me those questions, I answered to the best of my ability. But in high school, there were times that because I was the only one, I was sometimes ashamed of being the only one. I was sometimes discouraged about being the only one. And most of all, I was afraid. Because of this, I never knew the impact that I had on kids around me, on young people around me, on young adults around me, starting through high school, going up through college. I look back at a yearbook, and in that yearbook, I was always a loner. Then were there two thieves crucified with him, one on the right hand and another on the left. And they that passed by reviled him, wagging their heads and saying, Thou that destroyest the temple and buildest it in 3 days, save thyself. If thou be the Son of God, come down from the cross. Likewise also the chief priests, mocking him with the scribes and the elders, said, He saved others himself, he cannot save. If he be the King of Israel, let him come now down, from the cross, and we will believe him. And he trusted God in God. Let him deliver him now, if he will have him, for he said, I am the Son of God. The thieves also which were crucified with him cast the same in his teeth. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness over all the land unto the 9th hour. And about the 9th hour Jesus cried a loud voice, crying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Some of them that stood there, when they heard that, said, This man calleth for Elias. And straightway one of them ran and took a sponge and filled it with vinegar and put it on the reed and gave it to him to drink. The rest said, Let be, let us see whether Elias will come to him and save him. Jesus, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from top to bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent. And the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose, and came out of the graves after his resurrection, and went into the holy city, and appeared unto many. And this verse right here is the main verse of my first passage. Now when the centurion and they that were with him, watching Jesus, saw the earthquake, and those things that were done, they feared greatly, saying, Truly, this was the Son of God. Truly, this was the Son of God. My title tonight is going to be really short, but it is an impression that lasts for eternity is greater than the mockery that lasts till death. An impression that lasts for eternity. When they saw this, they said, Truly.
They see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Your light should shine so bright that you don't even have to tell people about Jesus. They should see him in you. By the way you talk, by the way you act, by the things you listen to. If they can't tell something about you is different, your light must not be shining. In Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17, Jesus says, Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not to come to destroy, but to fulfill. Jesus wasn't saying that he came to keep the law, which he did, but he said he came to complete the law and the purpose for